Hey YouTube, this is Scandalous Dee with another Real Housewives of Atlanta review, and this is season 6, episode 14. And let's get into it. It was so crunk. Oh my god, I can't believe Candy was acting like that. I can't believe what happened. But let's just get into it. Leaves off right where it ended. Paulo is still hype. He wants to go over and get some more Brandon. He goes over, with his shirt all off. Both of them got their shirt off. And then, they trying to hold Apollo back. But he just runs over there like he just wants to fight him again. But they hold him back this time. He really doesn't get a chance to get to beat down Brandon anymore. Portia, she leaves because she's just tired of all the drama and all the demons. And she said, everybody, when I looked at their face, they just were all demons. I just had to leave. And I was just like, well, goodbye. Candy brings up what Cynthia and Natalie said about Todd. And then, her and Cynthia have this little scuffle or argument where, Cynthia's just all in her face. And Natalie is just like, I never said opportunist. I just said that he had he came up. He always had a hustle about him. He came up. And then, Ty was just like, well, okay, fine. I did come up. Let's just squash this. I came up. I got with Candy. Monique was like, it don't matter. Y'all about to get married. Screw what everybody think. Y'all love each other and it is what it is. And then, Candy was just like, okay, fine. Then Peter has the nerve to say, y'all acting kind of weird. Y'all acting so weird. And then Candy was just like, how are we acting weird? She was like, y'all acting weird. So he tries to come toward Candy, and Candy's just like, why you coming towards me trying to be all up in my face, And Todd pushes Peter back. Todd pushes Peter back, and then that's when Mallory pushes Todd. And then Candy goes off because she's like, don't touch Todd, don't touch Todd. And then Mallory pushes Candy, and then that's when Candy goes the hell off. It's like, don't push me, don't. And then everybody's holding Candy back. She's like, she touched me. I want to get at her. Don't push me back. And then she just started going crazy, and Mallory's just like, she don't want it with me. I'll F Candy if she do not want it with me. And then, Candy is just getting bucked and going crazy because everybody's holding her back. And she tried to get to Mallory because Mallory pushed her. Mallory had no right to push Todd or Candy. So she ends up going crazy. She's like, because you put your motherfucking hands on me. You ain't putting your hands on me. Because I drag you up in this bitch. I drag you. And everybody's just like, oh my God, Candy, calm down. Just calm down. She is so angry, so hurt. And she's just like, oh my God, just... She was like, oh my God, Candy. She was like, don't you let... She put her hands on me. And everybody trying to console Candy because she in the bathroom crying. She angry. And Ty, he trying to stay calm. And he trying to talk to Peter. Peter was just like, well, I wasn't trying to start no drama. He was like, I understand that, but I pushed you back because you trying to get in Candy's face. And then here comes Cynthia with her fake self. She was saying, well, if anybody is a Todd cheerleader, it's Peter. He the main one who be saying, you're not an opportunist. You're a real cool guy. And I'm like, shut the hell up, Cynthia. If it wasn't for you, none of this stuff would have popped off. You just had to go and say what Natalie said about Todd. It makes no sense. Candy, she just starts crying. She is so angry. She tells Todd, I'm ready to go. He was like, chill out. You need to wait. Just chill out. I'm trying to talk to you. She was like, no, I'm ready to go. And Peter was just like, what was all that about? You blowing it way out of proportion. She was like, she put her hands on me. You don't touch me. And then Mallory was just like, me and her can fight. I don't care. I'll fight her. And I was just like, oh my God, all the drama. Brandon and Phaedra, not Phaedra, but Kenya having a discussion. He's in Kenya's house. She's scrambling some eggs or whatever. And then he just goes, oh my God, look at my face. Right here, I have a shiner. He really blacked my eye out. I'm thinking, that little bit of black eye you have, that little mark, it ain't nothing. Then he lifts up his shirt and goes, I have, he broke my ribs, and oh my God, that's an automatic felony. She was just like, well, yeah, I do think, you should, go ahead and press some charges. And he was just like, well, I'm not going to do that because he is a father, and maybe if it was just him and not, Phaedra and his 2 kids, I would press charge. And I'm thinking, you gonna let that stop you? If he beat you down like you said he did, then you'll be ready to press charges. But, Bravo set all that up. That was a setup. Anyway, Apollo apologizes to Phaedra. She comes in after a long day, and she just goes, I failed my test. I had a lot on my mind. He was just like, last night was crazy. He grinning about it. He was like, I wasn't enjoying myself until, the fight broke out. She was just like, well, I just try not to be stereotyping you because you've been in jail before, but that's what people think of when they see you fight like this. He was like, yeah, I hate the fact that my history comes up when I get into altercations like this. He was like, I want to apologize to you. I really want to apologize. He was like, and I love you, and I love you, and I want to apologize to you. She was just like, You could tell she was just kind of over it, kind of stressed out, a little bit upset that she failed her test or whatever, didn't do well. So that was that. That was a cute segment. I like the fact that Apollo is now really starting to get along with Phaedra a little bit more, because I do like them as a couple and I want them to stay together. Anyway, Candy talks to her best friend and Todd about it, and she was just like, yeah, you need to apologize, because she was like, you starting to act like your mama. She was just like, no, I was way worse than my mama. And then she was like, well, you need to apologize. And then she makes a gesture by inviting everybody to the spa. She's paying for it. Portia just like, a free massage? I can't pass this up. So they go in and they, want to have a relaxing spa day. But anyway, they get there and they discuss it, and then Nene blames everything on Kenya. She's just like, you got out your seat. She was like, well, Christopher, he put his hands on me, and I was just telling him not to put his hands. She was like, nobody's agreeing to that. Nobody's agreeing to that. You lucky you didn't get your beat. You lucky you didn't get your ass beat. That's what Nene said to her. And I was just like, well, I agree that she shouldn't have got up and walked over to Natalie, but I agree Christopher did put his hands on her, but not in a aggressive way, just in a hold up, don't get in my wife's face way, but she went off, and that's when all the drama started. But she was like, I will not apologize for getting out of my seat. I will not apologize for getting out of my seat. And I was like, you really should be like, okay, I shouldn't have walked toward Natalie like I was. What was your intent? Was you trying to fight her? Was you trying to talk, get in her face? What was that about? He was just trying to stop you, and then that's when the fight started. So, basically nothing gets resolved. Cynthia's just like, if Mallory did do something to you, Candy, I saw a side to you I never thought I would see. I'm sorry if she touched you. She was like, she did touch me. She touched me. She pushed me. She pushed Todd. She said, but I want to apologize for my behavior because I went off, and I'm kind of embarrassed that I did that. And then Phaedra breaks the ice by saying, ooh, don't you hate it when your tea bag just breaking your water? And everybody was just like, well, And then Kenya is just like, if it wasn't for, Apollo, he played a part too. If he hadn't have been trying to get a piece of Brandon, the fight would not have escalated like it did. And she was just like, well, yeah, it is what it is. And she was just like, he was fighting like he was back in jail. She was in her confessional. She was like, well, that's old news, slut. And I was like, yes, Phaedra. Oh my God, I like to dad when she said it. She was like, that is old news, slut. I have a husband. Stop hating. Because that's all Kenya do every time she bring up Apollo and his past. Like, she wasn't flirting with him so hard last season. Like, she just wanted to just get on her knees and drink him up. But anyway, that's what they were doing, taking digs at one another. Candy has auditions for her musical. If you ask me, the first guy was the best, and they were like, horrible, get out of here, next. And I was like, why are they being so hard? They wonder why they only got 2 people out of 400. Like, there were a lot of people who were just on there just to be on TV, but a few of them were pretty good. Portia's in the play, okay. I'm not really interested in seeing the play, really, but kudos to her for just having another means of making money. Anyway, that was the Housewives of Atlanta. I hope you liked this video. Please share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and please check out some of my other videos. You know, I will start doing my videos a little bit earlier, start having them up. So and I really want to give a shout out to The Scorpion Show, Bondi Blue, Ashley Shy Miller, Forrest Rocks, Alexis Maurice, much love from Kentucky, just to name a few, Mr. Still Standing, you know, all the people who I watched Real Housewives of Atlanta reviews. And anyway, I really hope you like this video. Comment and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at O's Midnight Love, and that's OS_midnight_LUV. Follow me on Instagram at DrinkMeUp21, and that's DrinkMeUp21. And I'll see you in my next video. As you all know, the links for my Facebook and Twitter will be down below. Just click the links and click follow, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.